Shaivites or Vishnuites, it is part of the Hindu way of living, and if this is about a description of the way of living, Mouli Jayaraman, then almost certainly the Cholan dynasty was a Hindu dynasty.
Okay, so again, I think why we are keeping on debating on this, but then you need to understand the fact. First thing is the weak argument about the Wikipedia. That is just a reference. That's not a. Take at any history. I understand Wikipedia can be changed. It could be wrong and all that. If you go back to the history, if you go to Shankaracharya, who told as well the Daivatin Kural book, it all mentioned when the Hinduism came in. Right. Our argument is not that. The point is, see the politicization happens here, right? When you say Rajaraja Cholan is a Hindu king, no, he is a Tamil king who happens to be a Shaivite. In today's world, it's called Hinduism, right? Because he's not specifically particular king for a particular sect of people, right? You won't call that Modi ji as Hindu prime minister. He is an Indian prime minister who happens to be a Hindu. He's common for everybody. Rajaraja Cholan is a Tamil king, right? He's a Tamil king who happens to be a Shaivite in today's term. Similarly, before 1996, Chennai was called as Madras, right? My great-great-grandfathers would remember it only as Madras, right? It's just about the word we said it doesn't exist. We're not saying that Saivism doesn't exist. Saivism, where prayers offered to, and Rajaraja Cholan is known to be accommodative of both Vaishnavism and Saivism, and I understand that's as collectively for administrative and for ease purposes it's been coined as Hinduism. In today's world, it's called Hinduism, right? Our thing was very clear. We never said Rajaraja Cholan.
No, so it comes down to a political argument that you're trying to take away the significance of his Tamil identity.
We are not politicizing
not you. But it's a large. So I'm asking that question to Khushbu, that it's a larger political argument that you're taking away the Tamil identity because as part of a larger political project, you're trying to foist a Hindu identity over people who'd rather, whether it's a Dravida identity or Tamil identity, they'd rather put that identity first than be seen as Hindu kings, and the likes of the M&M leader don't like what you're trying to do because they think it's a part of a political ploy.
Rahul, the argument didn't start from us. We didn't start the argument at all. The argument was started from the so-called leftist group who said that we have been trying to project as a Hindu. We didn't make the film. The film is made by Mr. Mani Ratnam. I know he knows the history, and I'm very sure a filmmaker like Mr. Mani Ratnam would have done his entire homework before bringing history on a celluloid. So we didn't start the argument. Some randomly, one person from the cinema industry says that there's a push of Hinduism and not Tamilism. What is Tamil? Tamil is part of India. And you cannot take that away that Tamil are Indians. Everything comes next. So the same way when you talk about Hindus, Rajaraja Cholan is part of Hindu dynasty. And you cannot take that away. How you call him, whether you call him a Shaivite or you call him as anything else, doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
You cannot take away the fact that his dynasty was a Hindu dynasty. Period. As simple as that. So we didn't start the argument at all.
So you've heard two points of view. I don't want to judge one way or the other.
We didn't start the argument as well. It was not a leftist movement. We are not leftist. We are centrist. M&M is a centrist party. We are not a leftist. We are not a rightist. First thing. It was not a political press meet as well. It was a cinematic press meet. It's for the cinema. And the word was told in terms of what the history is. Yes, Mani Ratnam has done his homework. Director Mani Ratnam has done his homework. We have studied the history as well. If you go and study the novel itself, it tells that Saivism, Rajaraja Cholan belongs to the Shaivism time period. That's what we told in the movie as well.
So you've heard both sides. I leave it to our viewers to decide whether they want to think of the Cholan dynasty as a Hindu dynasty, as a Tamil Shaivite dynasty. You decide where you stand on this side, on which side of this cinematic debate, partly political and cultural and historical as well. Khushbu, Sundar, Mouli, Jayaraman for joining me on the news track. Thank you very much. Coming up on